Vegas is definitely back, and dare I say better than ever. On my way to a Toastmasters open house. I've been actually looking at this meetup group for years now. I've been aware of their existence. It's a group that is centered on improving your public speaking and communication skills, which is something that I always look to work on. Talking all big on my Instagram reels about like 109 degrees, 111 degrees, excessive heat warning, whatever. My car reads 113 degrees, and being out in this heat, just, you know, going about your day without any water is a freaking death sentence. And normally in the summers I don't go anywhere without a hydro flask. And I freaking forgot today, so now I ain't shit. I got my tail between my legs. Please help, SOS. Being starving or really hungry and dehydrated in the summer is not a good combo. But the only reason why I'm gonna keep holding on right now is because of Finger Licking Foodie Tours. Even though I have been producing video content for over 6 years now, you know, given that they've been very different contexts, a big part of that was just like in the studio every day, and then other parts of that, music events, and then other parts of that were like actually just going and documenting experiences. But I feel like no matter how many times I have done this sort of work, I always have to remind myself just to like relax a little bit and enjoy it, you know, and have fun. I've been really in my head. It's been a while since I've actually produced a video of an experience, so to speak. I'm just reminding myself this is gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, and I'm doing my best to just get excited. I can get really high strung. I'm just making sure that I have all of my ducks in a row. I take my work pretty seriously, and I view this as a job. That can be really good, but I gotta remember that I'm allowed to enjoy my job too. I'm allowed to enjoy the job. You can enjoy the job, girl. Enjoy the job. We're gonna eat some good food, drink some good drinks. Dear God, I have not like gotten dressed up to actually like go out and be seen and be perceived. I'm not feeling super confident in my makeup artistry. Seriously, like tripping balls right now, realizing that this is kind of my first big outing. I struggle to do for Finger Licking Foodie Tours.
Did you already do one on YouTube?
I did.
You're the reason why we're here.
No way.
No, seriously, I was like, that's her.
Oh, that's so cool.
I'm celebrating his 50th birthday.
Wow.
Yeah, and so
glad you guys were
I know.
Happy birthday.
I know.
Oh,
I
thank
was
you.
cracking up through the whole thing. You're the reason why I did it.
That's so encouraging. Thank
Literally
you
late
so
night.
much.
He's asleep. It's like 1 in the morning, 1:30. I'm Googling, and you had me cracking up. And I was like, oh, we're doing this.
Aw, thank you for letting me know. That's really encouraging
No,
for
it
me.
really was. You're really the reason why I did it. So I really appreciate it. Thank you
so much.
Yes.
I hope you guys enjoy.
From eating me up.
Chef's kiss, man.
Every time it gets dark.
My gauge or whatever reads 114 degrees, but it feels really nice when there's no direct sunlight hitting my hair though. Shout out to Balayage by Naj. until you live here, you won't quite fully understand how much of a miracle a day like this is, because your body has just pretty much adapted at this point to the transition of the triple digit weather. Okay, adapted is a strong word. I wouldn't go that far. I would just say your body's become a little more tolerant of 100-degree weather. The fact that I'm sitting out here willingly at 11 a.m., middle of the day, the breeze, the non-direct sunlight. I hope y'all are doing your rain dances, because we've been in a very severe drought. We've had a very, very dry year. Like, normally we have a monsoon season, and our monsoon season literally did not exist last summer. That doesn't help our Lake Mead situation either. I don't know if you guys have heard, but the water levels have become dangerously low over the last few years. It feeds into the Hoover Dam. Lake Mead and the Hoover Dam, it's a power source, water source for Nevada, Arizona, and California, I believe. Not a civil engineer or an agricultural specialist or whoever specializes in city resources and infrastructure, but if California, I think California needs to get it together. I understand it's like a different landscape, but here in Vegas at least, I believe the Southern Nevada Water District, they will literally pay homeowners to switch from grass landscaping to desert landscaping because it requires less water with the maintenance and the upkeep. We need like months of rain probably, but I'm gonna leave it at that for now because it's so windy that if I pick up one piece of furniture, then that rug is just gonna fly, and then all the other furniture is gonna fly. We're good. Period. Pew, 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 pew. Castaways. We are castaways. Ahoy there, ahoy. Break time's over. Back to the grind, Ellie. Just like that, it's over, folks. We don't have rainy days in Vegas, just rainy moments. Bone apple tea. So, I moved at this point 6 months ago now. I absolutely love where I live. Before the pandemic hit, I was actually house hunting. My mom has been badgering me to buy a house since I first got a full-time job, actually, since I started working full-time. When I was in the market, the homes were extremely overpriced. It just seemed so ludicrous to be paying so much for so little. I kind of decided that, I don't want to rush to buy a house that's ultimately gonna either be a fixer-upper or in a part of town that I'm not too fond of, or that just didn't check all the boxes. And people were telling me, you know, for your first house, it doesn't have to be your dream house. It's just like basically an investment home where you can sell it again and then use the equity to buy a house that you actually like. My thinking was it makes sense. I know some people who've done that, but for me, it's like, I just want to enjoy where I'm living. And so I'm not in a rush to buy a home. I would rather enjoy where I live and then invest in a place that I actually enjoy when the time comes and when I'm in a place to do that. It got me thinking that I've always wanted to live in a high rise. I mean, what better time to do that while you're in your 20s before you're settled and have a family or commitments. I decided to look into what that would look like for Vegas, and to my surprise, it was actually something that was very doable. It's crazy to think that I was scouting places and being shown different places since the end of 2020. I would say like probably since maybe August, September of 2020. Applied to multiple places along the way and didn't settle into a place until January of 2021. Yeah, I've been settled in for a minute. Really love it. No regrets so far. Actually super happy. I feel like I really lucked out on a building and a unit that I love, because I found out that just because you like the building doesn't mean you like the unit, and vice versa. Maybe the unit's really nice but the building's not, or the building and the unit's really nice but the part of town or direct surrounding area is not necessarily the most ideal place, or isn't the most oh my god, or isn't the most dog friendly. God, she hates the camera so much. You're so dramatic. Just make a quick appearance. Oh my god, she hates me right now. Okay, you're free. I noticed from last summer to this summer, the inventory has been dwindling. The availability of places to rent has gone down so drastically, and it just never stopped. Meanwhile, the prices of houses kept skyrocketing, and it never stopped. From the time that I was thinking about buying a home back in 2019 to now, I haven't seen the prices get any more reasonable. I'm happy with my decision because now I feel like I want to consider, instead of buying a traditional house, I'm considering maybe buying a condo, like in a high rise that I like. I've literally looked at all of them, although there are pros and cons. I really love the security and the community. I know that units have been going like hotcakes because of so many California transplants. They started coming here in droves. There is just a mass exodus from California to Vegas. But you know what? I can't remember if I've already said this in a previous video or not, but the city is changing. Las Vegas's golden days of really affordable cost of living, it may not ever get back to the way that it was, but that's also because the city is changing. Like, there are so many new business developments and projects out here, which means more jobs. I mean, the pandemic really took a freaking hit on the city, but now it's pretty much booming. It's back to business as usual and more. It's crazy to me that the city is bursting at the seams with business. The community is just more active and integrated more than ever before. This is all just from one local living in Las Vegas perspective, and I honestly don't even get out as much anymore. For example, the airport has just been flooded every single week, on the weekends especially, but to the point where there was a huge Uber and Lyft shortage. That was a huge problem for so long that people could not get any rideshare and rental cars. There was no availability. Vegas is definitely back, and dare I say better than ever. On my end personally, since I went full-time in my own business about a month ago, really excited to have a lot more control over my own time, so that way I can devote more time to more passion projects and creative things like keeping up with this channel. Funny enough, I actually also don't really get out much. I thought that I was going to be so suppressed. All my desires of going out was going to be so compounded and suppressed during the pandemic that as soon as things opened up, I was going to go crazy, but it's been the actual complete opposite. I haven't wanted to go anywhere. I've gotten so freaking lazy and comfortable being at home, so there's so much going on in the city, and I'm trying to muster up the energy and train myself to be an active participant again because I just really love being home now. I'm such a homebody. So many places I still haven't checked out. I really need to. Area 15. The Meow Wolf exhibit. Virgin Hotels I checked out briefly, but I really want to go check out the day club. I'm not really a day club person in general, but it seems really cool, and the fact that it's not on the Strip like entices me even more. Well, you're not a real Vegas local unless you do everything in your power to avoid going on the Strip or on Las Vegas Boulevard at all costs. Resorts World just opened up. I actually do want to check that out, even though I really hope the north end of the Strip has gotten its shit together by now, because I just feel like it's been under perpetual construction. The area between like the Wynn and the Stratosphere, oh my goodness. Oh, and then it's gotten even worse from the Stratosphere to downtown. Oh, it's such a nightmare. It's such a nightmare. I have some trauma from construction sites in Vegas because there was one month where I literally got a nail stuck in my tire on 5 separate occasions in 1 month. Like, I had to get my tires changed out 5 different times because of the same problem, a nail getting stuck in it. So now I generally try to avoid construction areas if I can. I remember my commute at that time did involve going through a heavy construction all the time. And dude, for some freaking reason, construction in Las Vegas, it just never ends. If a project starts, expect it to be there for like the next 3 to 5 years. And then when it's done, it looks like absolutely nothing has changed. So that's the update. So I've been taking a much needed hiatus, but I'm ready to roll again. I have like 2 pages of video ideas and topics that I want to talk about, and a bunch of people in my network and friends that I want to bring on to talk about their experiences, because of course I'm just one person and I have one lived experience and reality with the city, but everyone has their own unique perspectives and experiences, so I would really love to share. So if you're still around and actually like remember who I am by this point, because it's been so long and you've watched this video, cool! Thanks so much. Take care out there as always, and see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye now.